Keyword research on steroids. Alright guys, let's get started. As usual, we want exact under match types. Talked about that in the earlier video. You guys probably already know that, blah 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 blah. We want to pick a general keyword for our niche. So in this example, I'm going to do ultrasound, which is a particularly good keyword for AdSense high cost per click type keywords. Fill out the capture. Which I usually have about like a 50% success rate. And the first thing you'll want to do is, at the very beginning of this video, it's going to look like all this stuff is really basic, like stuff you've done a million times before. But trust me, if you do the grunt work at the very beginning, the stuff that looks easy, later on it's going to be really, really cool. So the first thing I would do is I would take the first 10 to 15 keywords of these and download an Excel report for each individual one. So ultrasound, and then the next one, private ultrasound and baby ultrasound. I'll show you in a second what I mean. Alright, so I just logged into my AdWords here. So this download button, collect all and download. And you do that for each one. In order to save time, I already got a list already prepared for you. So here it is. Here's a list of 10 or 15 highly relevant keywords that we're going to be wanting to collect data off of. So all you would do is take your list, go one by one. This is the boring part. That looks really easy. Probably a variation of something that you've already done before for keyword research. Pop it in, and all we care about here is downloading the CSV report. So exact, baby ultrasound, download, download, download. So I'm going to do this for all the keywords. I'll do one more on here, and then I will pause and do the rest while it's paused so I don't waste your guys' time. But just so you guys see what I'm doing, all I'm doing is pasting in the keyword or the related keyword and searching, and then downloading the Excel report. And then I'll pause, resume the video when I have all of them downloaded, and I'll show you what I'll do from there. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Back again, guys. So I just finished downloading my last keyword out of the set of keywords that I chose, and I just want to reiterate that I chose 8 to 10 keywords, but you can pick as many as you want, and really the more the better, because the more keywords you have, the better chance you can narrow down and find something, a real golden nugget. And this is going to be pretty exciting in a bit, so definitely try and stick with it. So the next step that I do is I create a folder on my desktop for ultrasound keywords for whatever keyword research I'm doing, and then I put the file, the download file, so usually the files download to your download folder, and I move the files over into my ultrasound keywords folder. And so I think I have about 10 different keywords here, different keyword files. But as you may already have figured out, it'd be kind of a hassle to open these all up individually and analyze the keywords in them in each one at a time. It would be a lot more time consuming, and especially if you picked more keywords. Say you took the time to find 100 keywords or do analysis on 100 or 200 or 300 keywords. It'd be such a pain to go through each one individually. But there is a way to actually combine them all into one file, which is pretty darn cool, especially for what we want to do. So I'm going to teach you how to do that in this video. And you need a little bit of code, so this is a bit of the nerdy stuff that's kind of boring, but get through it and you'll get to the cool stuff. So that's what we're going to try and do. I'll post this below the video, so you'll know what you need to do. But you just need this bit of code, and right here where it says import file, you can change this name to something that you will remember for later reference. So keyword, so maybe I'll just say ultrasound.csv. All you do then is you save as, and you go to your folder, so ultrasound keywords, and you want to rename this file csv dot, and this is the important part that you need to know, is that the extension needs to be .bat. It can't be a text file, because this is the part of the code that's going to get all these files to combine. So you press save here, bam, so we can exit that off and see how we have this batch file in this folder with all these other keywords. So if you've done this properly now and you click this, right on. So it should create this one file at the bottom here called ultrasound, or whatever you named that, whatever you replaced import file with. Essentially, we've taken all the related keywords for each individual keyword, and then we've made separate CS or Excel files for them, and then we combine them all. So you can do as many keywords as you want. At the very end, combine them, and then you have a big master monster list of thousands upon thousands of keywords, instead of just the, like the 500 or 600 that Google AdWords would normally give you per keyword. So now we've kind of gotten the majority of the geeky stuff out of the way, and we're ready to do some pretty cool stuff. So I'm pretty excited. So the next step, guys, is to open up the file and start messing with the data, because we have, we'll see how many keywords we have in here to mess with. But so if I go to the bottom here, looks like we have about almost 5,700 keywords in total. Some of them are obviously going to be duplicates, but not too bad of a number. So the first step that I like to do is I like to get rid of these little brackets here, the column, and you press Control F. Oops. And when you do that, you get the find and replace function. Go over to replace, put the first little bracket there and leave a space with replace with, and that will get rid of that bracket. And then we put the other bracket, replace all, we'll get rid of that bracket, close. So now we have just the keyword in the main part there. Then the next step is I like to insert a new column. This is where we're going to get to the real geeky part. So for this you need a bit of code that I get from Microsoft gives you, and basically what it does is the code will tell you how many words are in the first column. Here it is, the number of words. So you copy, I'll give you a link to this on my website, but you copy that, and you basically just paste it in. Paste it into the first bar, and it's just telling you how many words are to the left of it. So there's no word here, so it comes up as a 0. Now if I take the diagonal on this box, I can go all the way, drag down all the way to the bottom, and what it'll do is it'll give you a number of words for each individual keyword, which is going pretty fast. Bam. Alright. Bam. So now just do a little check. See here, internal sonogram. That's 2 words, 2 words. Vaginal ultrasound images, 3 words, 3 words. So yeah, it gives you a nice little list there of number of words. Then I can go in here, erase that long badass code, and put in here number of words. If you want, you can do keyword here. That's just going to make it a little bit more neat or whatever. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that. So I'm going to stop the video here for the first part, and I'm going to continue on in the second part, and the second part is going to be the part where we're going to be able to manipulate and find some pretty rock solid keywords. So stick with me, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit.